Wicca is one of the fastest growing religions around. Interest increases every year, and information, once scanty, is everywhere. Walk into any bookstore, and you'll find 24 books that tell you how to cast a Wiccan circle. Probably because most of these are still geared toward the beginner, they don't really bother to tell you why. The Elements of Ritual takes a unique approach to ritual. When you finish listening to it, you'll know far more than how to cast a circle, and how not to cast a circle. You'll know what every step of the circle casting ceremony means, why it's there, and what it accomplishes. You'll know several alternative approaches to each step, and you'll be empowered to write your own effective, powerful ceremonies using sound, magical, theological, and pragmatic principles, and avoiding common mistakes. Every Wiccan ritual follows a pattern, and that pattern exists for a purpose. The ritual flows from one step to the next, and each step and the order of steps makes sense and is part of a cohesive whole. The reason for this is simple. A Wiccan circle casting exists in the context of an entire religion. A religion should be consistent, functioning as a whole. Its rituals should flow from its theology. Its theology should flow from its myth, and vice versa, all around in a circle of wholeness. Certainly there are religions out there, even very popular ones, that are jury-rigged together like the engines of the Enterprise. "I can barely hold her together, Captain!" There are theological doctrines that seem to be little more than ex post facto justifications for meaningless or questionable practices. There are saints who were invented by the Church to justify the worship of pagan deities who predated them. I think any religion that cobbles itself together like that is at risk of collapsing under its own weight. Many religions, though, feel they have no choice, being unwilling to adjust established or entrenched practices or beliefs. Sometimes belief outstrips ritual. Sometimes either of them outstrips myth. Historically, dominant or invader religions have absorbed local or conquered religions, and the result limps around with a third leg. The ancient Egyptians struggled to create an overarching system based on dozens and dozens of local cults and hundreds of years of gradual changes, and the results contradicted themselves in innumerable ways. In Wicca, we're in the unique position of having options. We can tailor the ritual to be more consistent with what we actually believe. We can adapt the ritual to the stories we tell. We can re-examine our beliefs in light of our practices or our stories. We can bring all these religious activities together in harmony.